I present to your attention a short retelling of the film Deadpool. A guy named Wade once served in the Special Forces and now leads a more moderate life. Now he is something like a mercenary who cleans the streets of New York from criminals and swindlers. Of course, not for free. Returning from another mission, the hero goes to the bar to his friend Harku and provokes a fight for fun. Here, the guy meets the prostitute Vanessa and decides to spend the evening with her, walking around the city. Soon the heroes realize that they have a lot in common and decide to continue communicating. Months pass. The lovers can no longer imagine themselves away from each other, so Wade decides to take a serious step. He offers Vanessa a hand from his heart, to which the lover responds with agreement. The hero is happy, but this feeling did not last long, because after a while he loses consciousness and falls to the floor. Having found himself with a doctor, Wade learns the terrible news. The fact is that he has cancer in the last stage, and nothing can help here anymore. Vanessa tries to find a way to save her loved one, but unfortunately, there is no medicine. The hero knows that he is about to die, so he begins to prepare his fiancée for this event, stating that it would be better if he left before that moment, until his mind becomes blurry and Vanessa turns into a nurse. But the girl does not want to leave him in trouble and intends to be with him until the very end. After a while at the bar, Harku tells the hero that a certain man is waiting for him. It turns out that he is an acquaintance of a large company agent who offers experimental cancer treatment. However, the conditions are quite vague and incomprehensible, so for now, the hero does not give an exact answer and just leaves. Returning home, Wade looks at the sleeping Vanessa and realizes that he should leave so as not to burden her. So the hero breaks up with his beloved and comes to that very agent. The guy is brought to a secret base where he meets Ajax, the doctor who will conduct experiments on him. Soon Wade will be injected with a serum that should activate the DNA mutation. Just so that this happens, the body must constantly generate adrenaline, so the hero will have to go through a lot of monstrous torture. There can only be two results, or the DNA mutation will occur, giving the hero supernatural powers, or torture will simply kill him. Meanwhile, Ajax tells the guy that this is not a factory for the production of heroes. Here they make super slaves and sell them for a lot of money. The irony here is that even if Wade survives, his life will no longer belong to him. Day after day, Ajax torments Wade, and mutual hostility between the heroes begins, which only intensifies when the hero learns the real name of the doctor, Francis, and ridicules him. So when the man reaches the apogee of his indignation, he decides to subject the hero to the most painful torture that is in his arsenal. The doctor closes Wade in a glass capsule and lowers the level of oxygen supply until his heart stops, then restarts the supply. And as soon as the indicators get a little bit back to normal, he turns it off again, and so on for several days in a row. During this time, the skin on Wade's body becomes burned, and the hero himself heals from cancer. In addition to everything, he gets super regeneration. Now it is unlikely that anyone can kill him. Soon Ajax comes and ridicules the appearance of his patient. The doctor claims that only he is able to correct this disgrace, but they are not friends, and he has nothing to do with it. Wade's suffering brings him much more pleasure, so he locks the capsule again and torments him. Meanwhile, the hero gets a match from the assistant of Dr. Angel Dust and starts a fire, which helps him get rid of the camera. Soon he meets Francis, but the fight does not end the way he wanted it to. The doctor, who also mutated from a similar serum, pierces Wade's body with a metal pin and then leaves it in a burning building. The building collapses, but the guy survives because now he is a Superman. The man returns home and thinks for a long time about whether he should go to Vanessa. Yes, now he is healthy and cancer will not kill him, because due to the new superpower, he will not even have time to form. Only the appearance is now different, and Wade thinks that Vanessa does not need him. And so he meets his girlfriend and follows her down the street, but notices how passers-by are biting at him. At some point he decides that Vanessa would be better without him. As a result, Wade does not dare to enter the house for her and goes to his friend Haku in the bar. Having talked to a friend, the hero decides to come up with a new name for himself, Deadpool. So the guy moves into the house of the blind Al and begins to work on creating a suit that can reveal a certain imperfection of his new appearance. Gradually, Deadpool finds Francis's associates and kills one after another, hoping that they will help him find Ajax. Soon he finds the agent himself, who once came to him and offered experimental treatment. Having talked to him, Wade gets the necessary information, and now the hero gets into a taxi and arrives at the place where Francis is about to appear. He kills everyone who gets into his way, and soon he still runs into his sworn enemy. But he can't kill him because he is stopped by Colossus and a supersonic warhead from the X-Men squad. While the comrades are trying to convince the hero, Ajax escapes. Colossus fastens Deadpool to himself with handcuffs, hoping to make him feel and talk. However, the guy is not finished with the sermons, so he cuts off his hand and runs away. Wade returns home to the blind Al and again grows the lost limb. Meanwhile, Ajax recovers after the fight and decides to take revenge on Deadpool. He is sure that he will be able to save him from suffering by taking his life. Then Francis goes to Wade's favorite bar, where he meets a hooker. Here the villain is trying to find at least some kind of hook that can be used against his enemy. By chance, the man notices a photo of Vanessa and Wade, and then finds out where the girl works. The hooker informs his friend about an uninvited guest, and the guy immediately moves to the bar to his beloved. However, he does not have the courage to approach her right away, so he stays away. At this time, Vanessa herself begins to feel that someone is watching her, and soon she learns from her friend that her ex-boyfriend is waiting for her in the alley. The heroine decides that this is Wade, but when she is on the street, she realizes that she was wrong. Ajax sends a message to Deadpool with the meeting place, where he will be able to save his beloved. The guy begins to prepare for the upcoming battle, and alongside him, side by side, the Colossus and the Warhead will fight. The Trinity arrives at the specified place, and the army of Francis immediately attacks them. The Colossus fights with Ajax's assistant, the Angel Dust, and Deadpool turns away from the bullets, killing mercenaries one after another. While the battle is going on, Ajax rises to the top, where he hides Vanessa. He waits for Deadpool to join him, so as not to fight for life, but for death. With the help of the Warhead, Wade climbs to the roof and sees his beloved in a capsule, in which Francis once tortured him. The battle ends, and at this time there is practically no oxygen left in Vanessa's capsule. Wade pierces the glass with a sword, thereby preventing the girl from suffocating. The heroine takes advantage of this opportunity and frees herself from the shackles. She sees Ajax pierce Deadpool's head with a knife, and after a moment, a sword pierces Francis's body. Only he does not die and again tries to attack her. Meanwhile, below, the Colossus continues to fight the Angel Dust. The girl tries to strangle him, but the Warhead comes to the rescue. Thanks to a powerful explosion, she saves her friend, but provokes the ship's destruction. As a result, the upper deck tilts, and Ajax falls down first. To protect his beloved, Deadpool asks her to get back into the capsule, after which he falls down with her. The girl remains intact and safe, as does Francis, who again tries to kill Wade. In another fight, the hero asks his enemy to return his former appearance, so that his face is not so ugly, because even then, in the laboratory, he claimed that he could do it. However, as it turned out, it was a lie. Now Deadpool intends to kill Ajax, since he still cannot help him. At this time, the Colossus comes to him and asks to spare Francis, thereby becoming a true hero. Nevertheless, Wade is not touched by his friend's impulsive speech, and in the end, he kills Ajax with a shot to the head. Shocked Vanessa is waiting for answers. She already guessed that Deadpool is Wade, but wants to hear from him why he was not there all this time, because she thought he died of cancer. The hero briefly tells his story and shows a disfigured face, not hoping that she will be able to accept it. But Vanessa is not afraid of this, and the girl still wants to be with him. And that's all. Subscribe to the channel, like it, Thank you for watching. Bye.